on my balcony. I got this little new tool that sits on my laptop. I just don't know how to do it, bro. Or maybe this is the way. Give me a sec. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to figure this stuff out. Okay. For some odd reason, it's a bit tilted. Why is that, bro? Anyway, I guess we're gonna make it work this way. So the wife is in the office today. We take turns, bro. We take turns. This is the real life, how things happen. We're taking turns. But what I want to get into, there's something with my beard as well. What I want to get into is I've been looking and I made a list of interesting stocks that I want to discuss with you guys in the public portfolio, obviously, right? So I want to talk about back then when I started, when I got into market in 2015, how it was, and there were, of course, there were risks like getting into Facebook at that time was risky because it was so new and it was just the hype and FOMO and blah blah blah. It was just a different cat in the bag. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely different, but at the same time, I didn't know I didn't want to miss these opportunities, right? Was I chasing garbage stocks? 100% no, right? I wasn't chasing any garbage stocks in my opinion. I didn't want to get in and get out and get burnt from that perspective, right? I wanted to be a long-term investor, and that's what I am today as well, a long-term investor, right? I I basically review my private portfolios every now and then, but I give something like you know a 6 months minimum to see how it's performing. I do my research, I do my homework, I do my DD, my due diligence, and see how it goes. All right. So I've made like a list which I want to share with you guys today, and it's in the description as well. The companies that are on my radar for this Q3, what sectors I'm looking to add, whether it's my public or private, right? This is this sort of conversation, not just public. That's why I say it's like I want to look at these new stocks, new sectors, right? It's on my personal Q3 radar, right? There are 19 place in this that I'm watching to ride and see what's happening in the market, right? If you guys don't know me, I'm Jeremy Waller. What's up? What's up? I go live every day in the office, live stream, sitting in my balcony, chilling with you guys, talking about stocks. Very little about crypto, but mainly about stocks because I've been in stocks for a longer period since 2015. So yeah. Um, and if you want to know my age, dude, I'm 43. So I've been in the game for a while. And I'm still in the game, bro. You gotta be in the game, yeah. So I made a list. The list is in my description, 19 plays that I'm looking at right now. I'm gonna basically tell you if I was a beginner and talking to myself, like I always say, like if I was in my 20s, early 20s, what $100 can actually get you in, right? You can start 50, you can start $10. Don't get like bullied or manipulated with seeing a stock that is $1,000, $500. Fraction shares really work, right? So in Q3 this year, 2026, what I want to get into, if you're a beginner or a young investor, right, trying to build long-term wealth, what you need to do is you don't need to start with $10,000, like I just said. You can start at 10, 15, 20, 100, but you got to be consistent. You can't just invest once and forget about it, right? So I'm going to show you what my blueprint is, how I'm building and have built killer portfolios by using fractional shares. Now, you can start with a little of $50, $100 a month, whatever you want to, whatever your wallet fancies or whatever you fancy. Back then, when I started investing in Dubai, I could only buy one share of a company. So the share of the company costs $100. I got to put $100, right? So how are we going to secure the bag in Q3 2026? Well, these sectors that I'm going to break down are basically semiconductors and photonics. That's how you pronounce it, right? It's basically the AI backbone. Then we're going to break down in energy and physical infrastructure, which is the power grid, and cybersecurity, defense, and next gen tech. Now, why I say cybersecurity? Because the current people who are running, uh, things, right? I don't want to get too much into it. Basically, pumping cybersecurity, and of course, cybersecurity in a way it should be a great investment for my terms of view. In my private portfolios, I have CrowdStrike and Bug as an ETF BUG, but there's other ones to look at as well, right? So without further ado, let's get into it. And if you're just joining, bro, apologize if you can hear all nice. I'm trying to get on my earphones so you guys can hear me clearly. But yeah, so I'm sitting in my balcony and having a stream with you guys live because the wife is in the office having calls, right? This is what marriage is, bro. You got to share. So the 19 out of the 19, this is the first sector, semiconductor and photonics. Like I said, bro, this is the AI backbone. All the companies and stock that I'm going to mention are in my description, so check it out. If you never started investing, my links are there, my referral links. I'm not affiliated with any of these companies. So Lumentum, ticker symbol LITE, Applied Materials, AMAT, Lam Research, LRCX, Coherent, COHR, Arm Holdings. I'm not going to say all the ticker symbols, bro. You guys can see the description. Applied, I'm not even going to try to pronounce this. This is Optoelectronics. There you go. Applied Optoelectronics, Rambus, IPG, Photonics, and LITE, which is ticker symbol LASR, Kogi, Lithography, which is an ETF, all right, ticker symbol EUV. Now, again, these are semiconductors and photonics, the AI backbone. Have a look at these companies. They're on my radar for Q3. This is just going to be a short live, guys. I'm not getting into like I normally do and show you the graphs and the charts. This one's just straight from the heart and the mind to you guys. Right? Do your own DD, do your own due diligence. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor of any sort. I'm not certified to do so. I'm just sharing what I'm doing in the markets, right? Another sector you want to be in touch with is energy and physical infrastructure, the power grid, right? Vertiv, ticker symbol VRT, Bloom Energy BE, Chevron CVX, Vistra VST, and X Energy, which is XE, right? Now, again, these are on my personal radar for Q3. I'm just sharing these with you, right? And of course, last but not least, cybersecurity, the defense and next gen tech, Fortinet, FTNT, cybersecurity ETF, CIBR, Compass Mining, CMP, and Inflection, INFQ. So I'm butchering the name, bro. The proper nouns at the end of the day, I want to get them right, but that's why I leave it in the description for you guys. Now, these are the ones that I'm going to look at. I'm keeping on my radar. I might be adding them to the public portfolio, but I'm definitely adding some of them in my private portfolio when I get the right buys. I always check PE ratings. I always check the borrow rate. I do my homework. I ask the circle. In my circle, there are people, 1,000-year millionaires, multi-millionaires, right? Now, they're in rooms that I can't be in. Sometimes I'm in rooms that they can't be in because we all can't be everywhere. That's how it works, right? But we're all sharing the right food at the right table and we're all learning from one another. And that's what my purpose is, bro. Like, although my videos are pretty raw and authentic, like I'm, it's not like state of the art rooms. This is how I want to shoot it. I'm a raw and authentic individual. If I'm winning, I would love others to win, especially in this day of age where everything's on our fingertips. We can just move faster, move smarter, get to where we want to get in terms of wealth way better. So, guys, check out the description. Hit me up if you're already in these companies. Leave a comment. Let me know what you are, what you are investing in for the long term, what sectors that I'm not looking at that you want me to look at. If you look at my past videos, my past streams on my YouTube channel, is that I go in depth in what's in the public portfolio, full transparency, right? But guys, like, keep making it happen, bro. Own it, stay blessed, one love, peace. Jeremy Waller out of here.